Winston. He's got his man, Boyd. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Jameis now on first down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The numbers for Jeffrey from last week. 5 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
I keep telling y'all that.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. After the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to...
He rifles
Eli Apple, Cal.
Picked off by Eli Apple. And a great return.
Eli fucking Apple, Cal. I'm going to bring his career back up.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy. 319.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete.
Way different talent. Aaron Rodgers put that ball there.
Down to the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Parker.
Hold on to that.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I like this playbook, Cal.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
I haven't used it since like 14.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Now McKinnon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Rodgers. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Cal, you like how I use Parker there?
Elliott now to kick
He
this
making
one
a little
away.
bit. I'm trying to figure out some shit.
And this will not be
If I make
returnable.
playoffs,
It's
that's
out
all
of the back of the
I
end
thought
zone
it
for a
was going to be 8-8,
touchback.
dog. That's my record.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st down, Winston. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air again with Winston.
Come on, man. Watch out, bro. I'm telling you.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Winston from the gun on third down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I hate when niggas get injured and they're not even, like, they don't got nothing to do with the fucking play.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Hey, check 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing
overthrew him.
field.
These niggas, I got 99 overalls.
Unsuccessful.
Like, I be overthrowing my fucking niggas, dog.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Scott.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Holding offense.
So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this
this is the first time I have all my corners
fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep is Tavon Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Zoom. Yeah, Liz. Zoom. Wide left.
On play action, it's Rodgers. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Keeps himself upright, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
319.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it.
Let's go, Antonio Callaway. First that nigga.
Antonio Callaway, as time expires in the first half. And the Giants are in for 6. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play and that little bit of hesitancy. often works really well for offensive guys.
Elliott good with a PAT. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start with what was...
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Jameis to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyler Boyd, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14.
They're not surprised they didn't go for two.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Big difference.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's McKinnon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Blue 58!
Now Rodgers looking to throw on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in-route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe defend.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
That's why I went out and traded for that
extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Parker. Yeah.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
Am I perfect? No, I don't think I'm perfect. Yeah, I'm 66% completion. What are you talking about?
Rodgers now to throw on second down. And over the middle, this is Parker.
Well,
and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Yeah, Zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
I pushed the wrong button. Oh my God.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target.
I'm thinking
third down
on the
here.
other side.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive.
But
how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
But look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Second down, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I be getting
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break
I be
free, and
getting
it's
beat out
third
my
down.
teams on this
In order
game,
for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find it. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Like that, bro.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Winston over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Shazier. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephen Weatherly.
You just talking. Just let him talk, dog. He like hearing his voice, dog.
Are going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
You don't tell nobody.
And now following that timeout, the defense back
You
out
don't
onto
know
the
how to
field.
talk to people the right way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th
Nigga,
down.
he's like,
So
he's
trailing
in
here
1
in the last
second.
quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Nah, you just lying.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Winston wants the football. And who's got it? The Giants. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Brandon,
the wheel. I didn't want to
any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over.
This game's almost over, and I'm hyped right now. I got Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely, it was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A dump down to McKenna. It's a gain of 9
Aaron Rodgers,
yards.
15 for 23 right now. He's doing the. Ooh, we got the number 30 offense, dog. Ooh, that stopped me from talking.
Number 31, number 32.
I'm done talking.
Big goose bells.
I'm done talking.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
We love 3 low, 2 low.
With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
All smiles over here right now, 31-14.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
I don't think 3 teams is going to make it, Zion.
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
What's good with it?
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry.
George, there should be like a Crown Royal bag, right?
I'm going now.
There should be 2 credit cards in there.
Oh yeah, that shit's in here. Hold on. Let me see. I've seen that before.
She say Courtney Ellis' name, and once she say my name.
Make sure I'm gonna broadcast that game. I'm gonna watch that shit.
Yeah.
Because
Yo, you got my lighter in there?
Yeah.
You got my lighter? You don't got
John, we just gotta try to hit 10 wins. We'll come down to.
I'm not talking about what did she make for dinner. Get your ass home. Talking about. I know, but she ate. She did. I know, baby.
I found the Glenn Davis debit Visa. Hold on.
Yeah, just hold that for me.
Hold on. Yep. And
I don't care about the other one. The other one's garbage.
I found the Courtney one.
Yeah, that you can throw that one away.
All right. Keep that gold one then.
Yeah, hold it for me because I'm gonna have to come get it because I need to.
I'm just gonna put it back in here, bitch. It's in here though.
All right. I'll see y'all in a little bit. I'm watching this movie right now. Don't kick me out the party.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be getting rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
The ball
incomplete.
To the right.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He completes it to Boyd. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw again. Winston. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
19. Hey, check 26. Jumbo. Jumbo. Switch. Line left.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. McKinnon. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And Cook has it left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw is Rodgers. The quick slant cut. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Rodgers throwing here. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Devontae Parker from 3 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And it was the Eagles that wound up winners in that one. Geno Smith, 2 touchdown passes in the W. On 1st and 10, Winston. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. Blue ready.
Winston now from the 50. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and long for Winston. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 51 yards.
the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the ocean. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me. You got the picture me. Pacific ice, I'm an ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never look it. My diamonds, they tussling.
Hey, why is my nigga throwing like that, man? Come on.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready, my nag. Yo, yo. What's up with it?